Watch this video until the end because I'll tell you about one Easter egg that will make you feel like you know a secret nobody else knows. I need to start with this. This is not a loud, explosive space movie. It is the opposite. Because for most of it, I kept thinking, this feels real, too real. Like they dropped an ordinary person into space and said, figure it out. Humanity depends on you. And somehow it never stops feeling human, even with Ryan Gosling in the middle of it. The story of Project Hail Mary isn't really about space. It's about pressure. It's about being alone in the most extreme way possible and still having a job to do. What surprised me most is how simple everything feels on the surface. No constant explosions, no endless explanation dumps. Just a man waking up into a situation he does not understand and slowly trying to survive it. And that's when the movie hooks you because you're not watching a hero. You're watching someone who feels like a colleague, a friend, someone you could actually know in real life, which makes everything more intense. Here's the reason people are going to talk about this movie for a long time. It doesn't feel like science fiction, it feels like controlled reality. Even the smallest things matter. The clothing is not flashy, it doesn't scream future. It feels functional, like it was designed by people who expect things to go wrong. Even the pacing is different. The movie lets moments sit. It doesn't rush to fill silence. And that silence becomes its own character. There are scenes where nothing is being explained. No dramatic music telling you how to feel. Just silence and breathing and problem solving. And somehow that's more intense than any explosion. I think what really holds this movie together is performance. Ryan Gosling plays it in a way that is almost understated. No overreaction, no movie hero speeches, just reaction, confusion, calculation, and small moments of fear that feels human. That's why it works because you stopped watching a character in space and you start watching a person not to fail in space. There is a difference. One is fantasy, the other feels like documentary. I think that is the secret of this movie. It refuses to turn him into something bigger than human, even when the situation absolutely demands it. Let's talk about something most people won't notice at first. Silence is used like a dialogue. When the movie goes quiet, it's not empty, it's loaded. You start paying attention to every small movement, every decision, every pause before someone acts. And then there is the physical design of everything. The environment feels lived in, not polished, not movie clean. Even the way tasks are done feels slow and deliberate. Like every action has weight. That's what makes tension rise naturally. You're not told to feel stressed. You just are. You just become stressed. And at this core, this isn't really a space survival movie. Not the dramatic kind, the quiet kind. The kind where people has a mission, but no one around to share it with. And that's where the movie gets interesting because the stakes are global, but the experience is personal. You're not watching Save the World, you're watching Don't Break while trying to save it. And that tension sits under every scene, even when things look calm. Now I'm gonna say something without spoiling anything. At least I will try. If you watch this movie carefully, there are moments early on that feel small, almost easy to ignore, but they are not. They matter later in ways you don't expect. So if you are watching it, don't just follow the big scenes. Watch the pauses. Watch what is not being explained. Because this movie hides meaning in silence more than dialogue. And when you reach the final stretch, you will understand why that matters. And I have to end with this. The last scene, the very last scene, don't take your eyes off the screen because there's something there, a small detail that reframes everything you just watched. It's very subtle, almost invisible if you are not paying attention. But once you notice it, you can't unsee it and makes this entire journey feel different because this is one of those movies that doesn't reward speed watching. It rewards attention. And honestly, we don't get many sci-fi films like this anymore. No one that feels this human. And honestly, you guys, this is why I keep talking about Project Hail Mary in my other videos because I liked it that much. So here is what I would say. Go watch the movie, then read the book, or read the book first, then go watch the movie. Because in the end of the day, they don't replace each other, they actually complete each other so well. And after you watch the movie, come back here and tell me, did you find the Easter egg?